Leonardo Newman here with Leo Newman Films, and today we're going to do a breakdown of a scene from my feature film, Live is Love. Just a bit of background. How I got to do my first feature film, Live is Love, was my local church, Evangelistic Temple, wanted to, instead of doing a youth conference last year, they wanted to make a movie, which was very interesting and very grand, right? And praise the Lord that I was in the movie making business. So they came to me and was like, hey, we want to do this movie, walk us through this process or whatever. I wasn't actually originally supposed to direct it, but then I ended up directing it as well. So that's how that happened, and that's all God, especially doing this for less than 2 years, actually, officially at the time. Praise Him. The film is available to watch in its entirety on my YouTube channel right now. It's a limited time only. You can also purchase the film from newellproductions.com. It's only $10. So if you want to support me, support us in our efforts to continue to make more movies, purchase the film. The scene we're going to break down today is one of my favorite scenes from the film. It's one of the opening scenes of the film, so you'll actually see some of the beginning credits still playing as we watch it, with the script scrolling alongside it. So this scene is between the main protagonist, Zane, played by Stephen Darling Jr., and Emily / Miss Roll, played by Raquel Lockhart, both members of Evangelistic Temple. So the talent in the film was all from the church, and they all did a great job. And I guess we held some really crazy auditions too. And there's a lot of people that go to the church, so it was a large pool of first-time actors who got to, join in on this project. So I'm gonna play the scene with the script scrolling along, and then I'll do a breakdown from a directorial standpoint. All right, so let's roll.
Yes, get in the house. I am so sick and tired. Get in the house, man. I am sick and tired of this, man. You always getting yourself in problems, man. I'm just tired. Okay? How many times I gotta tell you to stop hanging out with those lousy fellas on the blocks, man? Excuse me? Get back here, I am talking to you. You better show some respect in here, because I'm the one who you gotta be calling to come down to the jail to bail your tail out. Okay, when you getting in problems because you don't be using the brain that God put between your two big ass. You know what? Don't look at me. I done. I done tear your head up in here tonight because you don't never listen. You don't never learn. You don't understand. Don't you realize that we need you in here? It's just me. I need you. I need you to start acting sensible. You hear what I say? How much more problems you trying to bring into my life? You know what? From now on, I don't want to see you taking a step out of this house unless you go into school or to church. That's right. And guess what? You ain't playing those video games until I say so. Okay?
You can't tell me what to do. You don't
Excuse me?
Don't
Who you think you're talking to, boy? You living in my house eating my food? I work and I pay all the bills in here by myself. You don't do nothing in here? Okay, so you need to watch it, boy. Boy, hurt you, boy. I gonna hurt you in here tonight,
Mommy, you won't give me a chance? What happened to you? You know I know how police go. And you still won't get on my case for that, man. What happened to you? Calm down.
Boy, look here. If you don't lower your voice in this house and show me some respect, I gonna tear your hip up in here tonight.
First of all, respect is man, alright? And second, if you even touch me with that broom, I promise you, I can forget you as my mommy.
Oh, really?
So don't play at me.
Don't play with you? What you think you could do? What you think you could do? I born you, boy. I can take you out of this world as fast as I born you. Okay? You know what? I'm sick and tired of y'all ungrateful children. Get out of my face. I'm tired of y'all.
Alright, so we open up to Zane and his mommy walking in, and first thing we see is they are rowing. Why? Because Zane been doing fool in the beginning of the movie, been hanging over the boys, doing basically everything that his mommy tell him not to do. Y'all, like Prime Minister say, hard head don't make good soup. Yes, he forgot the hard head bird. He forgot bird, but it's fine. That escalated very quickly. So she goes to grab this foreign object, as Eminem likes to say. She goes to grab this foreign object, which is a broom in this case, and she's threatening him to whip him. And then we see she starts to let out a bit of his heart. And one of the things I've learned in film and writing and even from directing, it's allow another character to reveal the characteristics of the other character. I said that terribly. So if I want to show that Zane is afraid, I will let the other character tell me instead of we have Zane saying, "Oh, I'm afraid of heights," for instance. So they're arguing, and now she's going straight up Bohemian. Boy, if you don't lower your voice in this house. And Zane is just unfazed whatsoever. And he actually did a pretty good job with this role, simply because this role had a lot of like moments where he had to be tough, but then he still had to be able to be soft and compassionate in different ways. And he really fit the role pretty well. Stephen Darling is his real name. Y'all can check him out. So the scene goes on, and we finally see Zane speak, and he's just like, "Mommy, you wouldn't even giving me a chance. You know, Nassau police is go." It was the first scene, he ended up getting locked up by the police. Yes, we do know Nassau police is go. Come, you lock up. I don't know if any of y'all see the video. Most of y'all ain't from the Bahamas. But there's a video, and someone was breaking the curfew. The police was like, "Come, you lock up." But I was home though. Police said, "You want to hear me? Hey, you done lock up. You done lock up." So, yes, we do know how Nassau police go. And so Zane had a very valid point when he said, "Mommy,
What happened to you? You know how Nassau police go. And you still won't get on my case for that, man. What happened to you? Calm down.
as we know, parents go, she ain't care an inch about what he say just now. It's all about the way he say it. Boy, if you don't lower your voice. And I want y'all to know that this scene was a lot of improv. Because even though you just saw it with the script rolling and it seemed like, they didn't go off too much, I actually rewrote it just now for the purposes of this video, just to match it more as to what they actually said, because in the original script, it was so much different that there is no way I would have been able to time it to what they actually said. And based on the original script and the final script, they probably added an extra minute to the scene. Not Zane, because Zane don't say much lines, so it would be his mother. But she really played the role as if it's a mother, who just sick and tired of her son. And so she did a good job with her improv. I remember when I was editing this, though, I was like, is there anything where we said the same thing twice? And that's one thing when it comes to improv. When you improv on every take and you're doing different angles and multiple angles with one camera, it becomes a challenge in the edit when you're trying to match up all these different angles, but they saying different things on the different takes or whatever. And obviously you can do it when it's the reverse shot and you can't see her mouth, but the front way shot, if she was to mess up, then ain't no way to pick up. And it's just a lot of little things that I had to do on manipulation that I had to do in the editing that just brought the story together. We had done a rehearsal for the scene, so they knew what they had to do coming in. So it was just a matter of now doing it for the first time on location, because we did it just in a room. So I just gave them the layout of the house during the rehearsal. When we got there and filming, it was pretty simple for them to just know that, hey, we just walking in and all that other stuff. In terms of how they delivered the lines, Zane was pretty simple. He just had to be a disrespectful, rude son, right? And he did a great job with it. And our actor for Miss Role, Emily / Miss Role, Raquel Lockhart, she said all she had to do was summon the anger that she has when her real children upset her. What we saw was, how she would speak to her own children if they got her that upset, and if they was as disrespectful as Zane was. In reality, I don't know if any child could ever be that rude and their parent not knock them out, slap them, actually whip them with that belt. So this thing was pretty fun. It was pretty simple to shoot. I think we recorded 5 or 6 angles of it. And so it was just a matter of, for me, I like to get a lot of coverage, just to see how different things work in the editing, as I am still growing in this, it's certain things you believe will work, and then when you edit, it doesn't really work the way you thought it would have. So I like to have a few safety shots, especially if I have the time. If I don't, then you just go with the basic close-up of each and a wide and just go from there. Then we had 2 insert shots of her children, Matthew and Maya, and they're also like this woman Rowan again, right? We see that all her children is rude and, unapologetically rude as well. So that scene was pretty easy to shoot. I don't know how long it took us, maybe an hour to film it. And then the lighting was pretty simple. I did a lighting breakdown on my page of that scene. So you could just check to a few posts back and you'll see the lighting breakdown. All right, so that wraps up today's video. Let me know if you guys like content like this. I know I saw a couple videos, couple Hollywood films with the script scrolling, and I was like, wow, that's dope. So I decided to do it to my own film. See you guys in the next one. Peace.